Guys, hello! Welcome on back to another fantastic episode of Bar Talk. I hope everyone is enjoying this lovely Thursday evening. I just realized when I got here tonight that... Sorry. Am I on the right account? Hey, Thomas, Taylor. Thank you. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm just really tired. No, so what I was trying to say was I just realized that tonight's Thursday, and Thursdays are my normal nights for working. So it's very funny to be in here and to just not be working, I guess, and to not have any customers. So very strange. But anyways, guys, welcome on in. Hello, Fran. Hello, JG Gordon. Hello, Golfer Hicks. Mr. Catfish. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, welcome on in. I hope everyone is just, been kind of enjoying the day. It was really nice this morning. We just took a walk with the dog. It kind of got a little chilly, so that kind of stunk. But anyways, so I'm really grateful that you guys have decided to come on in. I know you have a lot of choices, night in and night out, for places you can go for live content. And I'm grateful that you're choosing to come here. Okay, what am I drinking today? If you guys remember a little while back at the bar, we have these little cute bottles of wine. They're called Sutter Homes, and they're just like the perfect in a glass. So I was in the mood for some wine. I love me some wine. I haven't had some wine in a while. So cheers, cheers, cheers. Tastes really good. And I would absolutely love to know what it is everyone is drinking tonight. Remember, the beauty of Bar Talk is you don't have to necessarily have a drink. You can just be here with us, shooting the shit and having a good time. And I just want you to be a part of the conversation with us. So an alcoholic drink is not a necessity, but it is encouraged if you'd like one. That's all I'll say. Okay, so if you guys remember the last few nights, we have tonight's episode is sponsored by Grit Clothing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the comments. So you can use the code BARTALK15 to get 15% off your next order. I'm still trying to learn this. Okay. There we go, pinned. So it's my pinned comment. You can see Grit is a Southside clothing brand. And right now we're all in just comfies and just like really software. And that is what I love about them. Their stuff is so soft. It's so fantastic. This is actually one of them. So this shirt, long sleeve gray, and what's the significance behind this? It's game 2 of the White Sox World Series. So bottom of the 9th, down by 2. This was Paul Konerko's grand slam. And then the bottom row was Scott Pasednik's walk-off home run. So super cool, and the design is actually pretty nice. So they do quite a few cool designs. If you are a Southsider, you'll definitely love them. And honestly, if you're just a Chicagoan, I think you'll appreciate it too. So again, you can go to their account afterwards whenever you'd like, and it's going to be BARTALK15. You can use that code when you are getting ready to leave. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you guys about our next guest this evening. So our next guest was suggested by Lauren Carlini. If you guys remember, Lauren was on maybe about a week ago, I think at this point. Lauren suggested Carley Hoover. Carley and Lauren met in 2013. They were both Gatorade Players of the Year. Carley plays professional softball in Japan. She is an LSU alumni. She hails from Clemson, South Carolina. And it is a small friggin' world because we have something in common, and I'm going to have her jump on so we can talk about that. So I'm going to go ahead and have her join on in. And as Carley is jumping, everyone's drinking. I saw someone said some iced tea. Gotta love some iced tea this time of year. Hello!
Hey, how are you?
I am so good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Are you kidding me? Thank you for coming on in. So tell me, what are you drinking with me this evening?
All right. Not just the drink, but the glass as well. Wine, casual, typical, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't. I have plans with my cat. Favorite glass. My college roommate and best friend sent me like a set of those for my birthday, so.
That is hysterical. I heard your cat was like it was a tweet or something. Your cat was like famous, or they wanted to interview you about you and your cat. Is that correct?
Okay, I've been prank called before, but like maybe not since middle school or high school, and it's never been something so official sounding. Some I don't know what it was. Someone asked me to do an interview about my cat and like knew my cat's name and everything, and I was just like, ooh, like I know I talk about my cat a lot, but that's a little, I don't know, a newspaper.
That's hysterical. Well, anyways, cheers. Thank you so much for coming on in. Everyone, cheers, cheers, cheers who's watching. So like I had said, me and you found out that, you know, there's that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon is what they say. So guys, let me tell you, the other night I'm in here, and when I was messaging Carly, I was like, hey, you want to come in? She's like, yeah, sure. And I had my brother in, and he was like, wait, who? And I was like, oh my God, did you date her? Was my first thought. And he goes, no. He goes, I date her cousin. And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yes, Jenna, her and Mackenzie are cousins. So I saw Mackenzie jump on, but guys, small friggin' world.
Yeah, that is random. Did you know Lauren Carlini before you did the interview with her?
Yes.
Because she's from that area, same area my cousin's from.
Yes. So Lauren and I played like it was like one of those high performance teams when we were like 12, 13 or something. And then she went to sports performance and I went to First Alliance. We went to like rival clubs. So it's like one of those girls that like you see around at the tournaments and stuff. So everyone kind of knows everyone. But yeah, so like guys, just small world. Small world.
Yeah,
okay, so
weird.
It's so weird. Okay, I have to know, how the hell did you not go to Clemson? Like you're from Clemson. Your mom coached Clemson volleyball for 22 years. Like, were you just like, I have to get away. I have to be the black sheep of the family and like leave?
Okay, great question. So, and even weirder, I'm 6'2", so like you would think I'd play volleyball.
I know.
But weird, like, okay, I don't know what all Lauren Carlini told you, but when we met, it was like awards thing, and she was like known for being like the best volleyball player, and like I was creepy and like kind of already knew who she was because like I played volleyball, just wasn't at her level, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I just couldn't. I actually went to Stanford for a year before I went to LSU. Stanford was my dream school for volleyball. Not good enough to play volleyball there, so played softball and then ended up at LSU. I don't know. I just like everyone from Clemson kind of goes to Clemson, and I was just always like, couldn't be me. Like, I gotta get out.
Did it break your mom's heart a little bit?
I love Clemson though.
Did it break her heart though?
I don't know. I decided I was gonna play softball and not volleyball in like maybe 9th grade, so she had like a 4-year cushion, you know.
She had some time.
So I think it was all good.
So you ended up transferring to LSU. What made you decide to transfer from Stanford to LSU?
Another small world thing. So the coach that recruited me at Stanford, we like really good relationship. We had a really good relationship, obviously, because he's like, they recruit since you're like freaking 13, so they see you in like all your terrible stages. But it just didn't work out at Stanford. Like, it wasn't as competitive as I wanted it to be, I guess. And I left, went to LSU, and then Clemson started a softball program. And guess who's the head coach at Clemson now? My old coach from Stanford. So it's cool to have him like in the area. Yeah, right.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
The world, I swear, the world gets smaller and smaller the older you get, and the more you just like open your eyes to it.
Yeah, really though.
So crazy. Okay, so not only did your mom coach volleyball, she played volleyball. Your dad did track and field. Your sister played volleyball. So you were around a lot of different things growing up. And you played softball and basketball and volleyball. So you were very well versed in all of the like athletics. How do you think being a part of so many different sports maybe prepared you to play softball?
That's a great question. I think just like being athletic in general is important in any sport. But I mean, there's a lot of lessons learned on every team because every single team is like, you know, a different dynamic, different characters on the team, different personalities, and you kind of have a different role on every single team you're on. So I think that helped me like a lot just growing up in general. and being in college and being on like in such a competitive atmosphere that's like a national championship contending team year in year out. And also now it's really helped me because like I'm in Japan, obviously I'm not Japanese, so like the culture is slightly different, and so I think experiences
Yeah.
combined have helped me like navigate being American in Japan as well.
Okay, so
That's been
you
fun.
led into my next question. When take me through the process of like you being able to play in Japan.
Okay, so the opportunity for softball is very limited in general. There's like a handful of leagues around the world, and I'm just gonna be honest, like they don't get paid. Like we're not NFL leaguers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Japan is like one of the few, if not the only opportunities that like you can really make it a career.
Oh wow.
Um, I just feel really lucky because like Japanese softball players are really freaking good, so you got to be able to do something that they can't do. No one over there is walking around as big as me, 6'2", and throwing the ball hard. So
Hmm.
I am just lucky and like kind of found a niche that they wanted the position I am, and not just the position, but like the type of pitcher I am, they value. So I'm really just like lucky,
Yeah.
honestly, that I can turn this into a career because that's what I want to do. But like unfortunately, a lot of like women aren't able to do that, or they have to give lessons or be assistant coaches in their free time. There is a league in America, but it's like per diem money, you know.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's just sad, but I mean it doesn't mean the league isn't competitive. Like the American softball professional players are still outrageously competitive and great. It's just not sustained over here. Not a
So
thing.
maybe what have you learned then? Because you have a very unique perspective. You're playing in Japan in the league that it seems like everyone wants to go and play in. How do you think maybe like the American league here can like kind of take what they're like? Is there anything that they can do to like implement it in here? Because you have all these great players here, so it's like why not? Like you want to play in front of your family, in front of your friends, like you know what I mean? But like you still want the opportunity to play, so you're going where you can.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Honestly, it's just like hasn't been here long enough. Like I think the league this year in Japan is like in its 52nd year. It's like
Wow.
a thing, and it's been a thing. And also we play for companies. So like if you've heard of like Toyota or Honda, like those are teams. And I don't really know how it works. I've asked people over there and they haven't really told me. I'm like, how do like, because we have fans, but it's not like 100,000 fans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like
Mm.
trying to figure out like how are you paying me. I don't know if we're like a tax write-off for these billion-dollar companies. Like I really don't know how it works. But in America, it's almost like it's almost more of a travel ball organization feel. Like no large corporation is taking us under their wing and like making it a thing. So I don't know if like that's what needs to be done. I don't know if there needs to be like a partnership with MLB. If I had the answer, I would make so many softball players happy in America. Um,
Yeah.
or if I had the money to do it. But uh,
Okay.
that's a great question. It's unfortunate, but it is fortunate that there's still opportunity at other places in the world, and you can use that also to like travel. Like I played in Italy, met amazing Italian friends for life, got to see Italy a little bit. I want to do more of Europe, like, and those opportunities are out there, so it's still cool.
Yeah, and I think, I always say like there's a reason why you're at a certain point in your life and until you so my new motto is like if I haven't moved forward in life, it's because I haven't learned the lesson. So until I learn the lesson, then the chapter can close and I can go to the next lesson.
That's a great
And so
motto.
that's been like my motto because with what I'm trying to do, I was so frustrated. I was like, okay, you just haven't learned something, and until you learn it, you can do it. So maybe you have to be in Japan, learn as much as you can, and then until you've learned what you'll like. It's one of those things that I swear it's like a light bulb will go off, and you're gonna be like, that's it, I got it, I can go now.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like if like we were to ever not bring softball back to America because softball's here, but like we almost need some type of like partnership or people with money. Like it can't just be a one person thing. It has to be
Yeah.
like a lot of people involved. Um, but yeah, I do like that motto, and I actually have learned a lot like about myself and about like life in general. Just being in Japan and kind of being on your own out there. I do have
Hmm.
an American teammate, so that's a really fun time. But outside of that, like kind of just kicking it out there in Japan by herself.
What have you
So
learned the most being out there? Because like that, I can't imagine that's a huge culture shock.
yeah, okay, so I have learned you can communicate a ton without speaking the same language. There's so many things that you can actually like do
Like
and talk about.
gesture? Yeah.
Yeah, without and like jokes are kind of repetitive, but like they're funny every day because that's all we have to laugh at. Um, Also, I've learned that I would much rather practice 9 to 5 than do a job 9 to 5. That's way more fun.
Yeah.
And I've learned that like even though I'm extremely social, like I feel like I can jump like friend group to friend group, kind of get along with anyone. I can also like be isolated by myself for a week and love it. I think being able to be both of those are important because like you have to be able to communicate with like Japanese people and get around and be confident. Like you can't just go into the convenience store and like mumble. Like I'm gonna practice my Japanese, and if I say something extremely wrong, it's just gonna be wrong. Like I'll try again, and you'll just keep staring at me until I get it. And they just like keep looking at me, and I'm like, maybe I pronounced that vowel wrong.
Yeah. Oh God. So what can you say? Well, someone had said, what time is it in Japan right now?
It is so it's 9 p.m. here. It's 10 a.m. over there
Okay. All right.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow. So it's Thursday.
Yes,
Wait, no,
yes,
today's Thursday. It's Friday.
it's Friday.
It's Friday. Okay. Um, what has been just the best part of being there?
Honestly, like other than being able to play softball for a living, my teammates, like even though they're Japanese and like you would think we can't do much, they're a great time. Like I have fun at practice every single day. Just learning their culture and like the respect. It's different. It's made me respect the game more and like my body more and what I can do and just like the opportunity that I have. Like it just, I'm a little more like at peace and quieter and maybe like a little more adulty now. Now
I
that I
like
live over
it.
there.
Yeah. Someone had asked me this once, and I loved the way that they had quoted it. And so I wanted to ask you too, what has been so far in your life your like Rocky Balboa moment of playing softball?
Ooh. Okay. So it's a good moment, but it came from a bad moment. I don't know.
Had someone call me. I don't know why. I swear to God, the only time people want to call me is when I'm doing this or when I'm screen recording my interviews. I swear to God, no one ever calls me any other time of the day.
I say I'm do not disturb 24/7, so and
That's a
just
good
don't call me for
motto.
that.
Yes. Okay, but yes, continue. Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. I like in my personal career, I would say like injuries and stuff have like definitely sucked, but more of a Rocky Balboa moment. When you graduate college, college like to an extent is so micromanaged by the staff, but like it's understandable because there's like all these girls, you have to get them in your system, you have to make them all do the same thing for like your team to be successful. Like I completely understand why it has to be done, but
Mhm.
you kind of lose like the empowerment of like learning on your own and figuring things out on your own. The lessons you learn on your own are so much more powerful than like what your coach could ever coach you, in my opinion. But that's like a very hard thing to just like give the reins to every single person on your college team when you have anyone from like an 18-year-old freshman to a 23-year-old redshirt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So the summer I got out of college, I played professional in America, and I played with Team USA. And when I tell you, it was like I can't even tell you. I probably gave up triple digit runs. I don't even know. It's something that I just try to forget about. Like I blacked out that summer in my head, but it was
Mhm.
just terrible. Like I couldn't figure things out. And I guess like after I kind of got my ass beat, I went back to work in the fall and in the winter and was like, F this. Like I'm going to work. I'm figuring this ish out. And then I went into Japan. I had a really good performance at like a USA tryout. I think that led into Japan, and we were like undefeated or lost one game the whole first half. And I remember I kept calling my mom like, man, I kind of hope like we lose a game just because like I feel really heavy right now. Like I'm about to, you know what I mean? Like someone has to spur off me soon.
Yeah.
But I guess like that whole for my season last year was like a kickback.
Okay.
So that was I needed that.
No, I think sometimes it's okay to fail. I think as
Yeah,
an athlete, we're
and suck.
told, Yeah, like as athletes, and it's like failure is bad. You must not fail, and but just from like my own personal experience, like yeah, failure sucks because like you get your teeth kicked in, but like it is you learn so much more from losing than you do from winning. And I had a
Yeah,
coach
and you have
say,
to get
he's
back
like,
up.
winning hides a lot of ugly, but losing brings it all to light. And and I remember he said that, and I was like, ooh, Terry, that's a good one. And it just kind of stuck with me because it's the truth. Like a nice fat W can make the 3 errors that you had look like it didn't matter. But when you lose and it's 3 errors, they're like magnified.
No, seriously, I'll like be on the mound and win and lose to the same team, and each time give up 3 runs. But like when we lose and I give up 3 runs, it's like, Carly, we scored 2. Like you should have held them to 1. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, but they scored 3 at me last time, and we. But yeah, totally. But yeah, I just like got like everything. I couldn't throw anything without it just getting smashed, and I was like, Jesus, I need to figure this out. And then too, like almost like the pedestal that you put yourself on, like you're just thinking of like, who am I? I thought I was this, this, and this, and like, oh my God, I suck. Like, what can I even do right? So I just had to like really figure it out and like kind of redefine like who I wanted to be in the professional world, and like kind of let go of whatever I was in college and come up with who I wanted to be now. And I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm still a work in progress, obviously, but we're getting
Always,
there.
always. What do you feel is your like the next thing you want to accomplish?
I will say that I was disappointed. Like 2020 softball was back in the Olympics, and I didn't make Team USA. And I actually had a really good tryout, but there's like a lot of other things that go into that. I was disappointed about that. So I guess like being 25, I don't know if it's going to be around again. It might be a thing again for me. It might not. I might have another opportunity later down the line. That would be awesome. But as of right now, just focus on this season. Like our professional league is so good and fun. So I just want to like kick everyone's ass that we play. That's like kind of the next thing. And then I'll figure life out after softball, like when I'm done. I don't know what's next.
That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and have a cheers before we get into some fun rapid fire questions.
Yes.
Everyone, drink
Oh,
up.
rapid fire.
Okay, so has to be the first thing that comes to your mind. Try not to hesitate, but if you do, I totally understand, okay?
Okay.
All right. What is something people would be surprised to know about you?
I shave my legs twice a week. I mean, every other week.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of.
It's okay. I love it. Okay, what is the best gift you've ever given someone?
Honestly, like homemade cakes or cookies, I like those better than, yeah, maybe. I need to get better at this.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a question I would like everyone to answer who is watching. Are you a sweet or savory person?
Sweet.
Sweet. I'm savory. I put salt on everything. Probably why my fingers are so fucking fat, but I don't really care.
I'm
I
like
can't
a
help-
dessert every meal.
Oh yeah. What's your go-to dessert?
I really like making like protein powder with things. I like brownies.
Ooh, love me some brownies.
Yeah.
Savory, hands down. So
Yeah,
then,
but
like,
like I'll kill the pan.
so like for like sweet and savory, like when you do breakfast, then are you always like pancakes and waffles?
Yeah, I'm more pancakes, like bananas, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, give me an omelet. Give me a fat omelet or a skillet and let's call it a day, you know? I'm just like so happy. So happy.
Dairy messes me up sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay, what is the kindest thing a stranger has done for you?
My rapid fire sucks. A
It's
stranger.
okay. It's okay, believe me. I always say it's rapid fire, but we take our time.
Okay, this is kind of like a not a short answer.
That's
My
okay.
sister was visiting me for Easter at LSU, and it was like pouring rain. She was asleep next to me in the car. We were like 30 minutes out from where we were going, and I was like being dumb and like taking selfies or something while I was driving. And someone keeps like driving next to me, and I was like, "Ugh," like I hate when people like ride next to me, you know?
Yeah.
And he was pointing at my hood. It was smoking. I was like, oh shit. So I'm like Wake my sister up, like, we pull over, pouring rain. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why Hood smokes, so we ran like 50 yards away from it and just sat there, and I was like, what if it blows up? Like, I don't know what we are thinking. So the guy that was riding next to me exits off and like exits back and like comes back around to like check on us and ended up driving us. Yeah. And then he like owned a lot of Subways in the area, so he like gave me all these Subway free sandwich cards. Yeah.
Starting with the man you thought was going to be the creep driving next to you
Yeah.
turned to be the kindest stranger on the planet.
And it was like a 30-minute drive with him.
Oh, that's so nice. So
Yeah.
nice. Okay, what is the craziest thing you've ever done that you'd be willing to share?
I can only think of ones I wouldn't be willing to share. Dang it. Something crazy. I don't. God, I can be really crazy. I'm just like the appropriateness level. I'm trying to think of like a.
Give me like yeah. Well, I'm gonna circle it so I don't forget because I tend to forget when we come back.
Okay.
I want to know this. Okay. What is your greatest strength?
And I'm also thinking like who could see this? My greatest strength.
Yes, greatest strength.
Probably like making people like laugh or smile or feel good.
Oh, I love that. What is your greatest weakness?
Maybe like when I get a little moody and sensitive, I can like, okay, when I don't sleep or when I'm hungry, that's probably when I'm weak about anything.
Hanger.
Yeah.
I understand
More sleepy
that.
though. Like, man, you don't want to be around me if I don't sleep.
I agree with that. With me, I'm the same way. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Mouth breathing.
Oh, yes. Like
But
the
like I
heavy.
mouth breathe sometimes and I hate myself when I do it.
No, but I think when you I have like certain phobias now that I've never had in my entire life.
Yeah.
And then once someone points it out to you, you're like,
Yeah.
like I go crazy. And I wish I didn't, but no, like a heavy, like that, like mouth breather.
Yeah. A new picked up pet peeve when I'm in Japan, it's just because like my teammates like don't have the same freedoms that I have. Like I can kind of do whatever I want and then just be like, oh, sorry, I'm American. You know what I mean? Like they have to like follow rules and stuff that I should be
Yeah.
following. They're like just always watching me, like in my business about like everything, like how I eat, what I go get from the store. And like once I started to pick up on it, it just irked me. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even like come back from the convenience store without them like looking in my backpack like, what'd you buy?
Wait, okay, I just thought of something. Is it true? Because so one thing that I hate eating with people who eat loudly.
Yeah.
Like people who eat soup like
They slurp.
Okay, is that like just their tradition? Like they just like they're just like slurping people?
I think that's like a respect thing. Like it's like
It was
tastes
good. Oh, that's a terrible thing. Okay.
And it
What
gets
is
on your face when you do it too.
Yeah,
I've like tried
it's like spaghetti. Like, can you imagine
Yeah,
slurping
it was,
spaghetti
like,
and
on
you got
my
like
sweater.
sauce here and there? Like,
Yeah.
no one wants that. What is the biggest turn off in a guy?
Shorter than me.
That makes sense. You're 6'2", so that
Yeah,
totally
it's like
makes sense. Okay. What is the best piece of advice someone has given you?
Get over it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I try to get over things quickly.
Yeah, I like that. Just get over it. Like, yeah,
I'm really like a live in the moment person.
Love it. Love it. Okay, everyone who's watching, this question is for you as well. So please type in your answer. What is the movie that always makes you cry?
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just rewatched that the other day.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's just when you're really invested, it can make you cry.
Yeah. How do you not? It's a love story. It's sad.
Yeah. I mean, The Notebook is a classic too. And
The
honestly, when I'm
Notebook.
by myself, I'll like cry. When I'm with other people, I'm like, yeah, I won't cry.
We got Rudy. We got Saving Private Ryan. Oh, Marley and Me had me like ugly crying.
Yeah,
Like
Carly and me was.
that like blotches on your face. Like you're like taking you're not even using a tissue. You're taking like the towel and like like blowing
Yeah.
your nose because it's so bad. Lone Survivor, Friday Night Lights, Fault in Our Stars. Fault in Our Stars made me like my sister was embarrassed to be with me in the theater. I couldn't stop crying.
What is the one with Zac Efron and he like comes back and he's a soldier?
Oh my god.
I just watched that one and I
Oh,
literally
ugly cry.
I was pausing it to cry, so
It's
I
it's a
couldn't hear it.
Nicholas Sparks movie. Wait, I'm
Yeah,
gonna look it up. I'm
and I
looking
was
it
by
up.
myself in my room, so I was like pausing it and then like judging myself for crying, and then kept crying.
It's Charlie St. Cloud.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous cries.
Is it that one or is it the other? There's two in that I'm sad about.
There's that one.
Maybe it was. I don't know. There's another one where he has a little brother, and that one's sad too.
That one's Charlie St. Cloud.
Okay. Yeah.
That one is just like
Yeah.
like put a knife in you. The Lion King. Oh my god. You know, every Disney movie makes me cry. Like, this is gonna sound really weird, and I don't care. I cried when Captain Hook made Wendy walk the plank.
I need to go rewatch these now.
Like, obviously Peter Pan saved her, but like I cried. Like, I cry, I think, in every movie. Like, I just do. I don't cry in like real life. I've been crying a lot more lately. Movies, TV shows, I weep. I just weep. I can't help it.
Do you live with anybody or are you by yourself?
I do. I have a roommate, yes.
Oh, that's good. At least you have a little bit of contact in this.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm been doing so I'm at my family's bar right now. So
yeah, I like that setup.
Yes, it's beautiful. You'll have to next time you're in Chicago, you'll have to come in and we'll share a drink. So
Hopefully
it's not too bad.
Maybe.
Hopefully, yes.
Maybe.
Up. You know, Up wrote a better love story in 5 minutes than all of the Twilight series is.
I just reread the Twilights, unfortunately. I've never watched Up.
Okay, Up is so good. Oh,
I've seen a lot, I think.
Up is so good. Up's so good. Okay, what is a weird or odd talent that you have?
I can wiggle my ears. I can also make my tongue puff up here.
Let's see it. Ooh, it has like a pulse.
Yeah, I don't know why I can do that. Or like what is the significance?
That is very interesting.
Yeah, my tongue is huge.
Okay, who should my next guest be?
Ooh, I think you would have a lot of fun with my American teammate Megan Good. She's
Megan Good
in Japan. Yeah, I'll send you her, and I'll text her.
Yes, I'm in. Love it.
I feel like she'd love a happy hour.
Yay! Oh, that'd be so much fun. Okay, do you have an answer to the craziest thing you've ever done, or do you? I still have 2 more questions. I'd like to end on these 2, but if you still need some time.
I'm trying to think of something that doesn't involve like okay.
Alcohol?
Yeah. Okay, I do have something.
Okay.
It wasn't super crazy. It was kind of more stupid. I was with 2 teammates and we were out at school when we were at school. So I was really sleepy, and I'm one of those that's like, man, when I'm tired, it can be like midnight, but I'm going to go home. Like, I'm going to Uber. I'm just going to disappear.
Oh, same.
Yeah, and so like people don't even text me and check up on me anymore. It's like, oh, Carly left. You know what I mean? So I went to my teammate's car and just went to sleep because she was driving, and I was like, man, I'm like a mile away from here, but I'm not walking. Like, I'm gonna go sleep. So those 2 come back and they're like really loud. They had been drinking and they like wake me up, and they're both like, you know, when 2 people are drunk, they're just hyping each other up like about a fight situation.
Yeah.
So they're like completely hyping each other up, like, Carly, you gotta go fight this girl. And I'm like, oh, fine, if it shuts you guys up, like, let's go fight her. So I get out of the car, and mind you, I've like never been in a fight. I've never like, if someone actually hit me, I don't know what I would do. Like, my knees would probably shake. I really don't know. So it was like, it was stupid. I still remember it was a cheerleader. So like, I'm 6'2", she was maybe like 5'1".
4'11"?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And she had a boot on too. So not only that, but
She was crippled. She was crippled.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fight was about. So like they're like hyping me up, right? Like, yeah, like da, 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 da. And I'm standing like in front of her like this, and my two friends are like behind me, like, like I'm like full in her face, and I don't even know what we're talking about, and she's eating cheese fries. And I still remember I didn't know what to do, but like I wasn't gonna like punch anybody, so I just like smacked the cheese fries. And after I did that, everybody was just like you just knocked the cheese fries, you know what I mean? And then we left. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it was like accomplished nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping you took the cheese fries and like just put them in her face a little bit.
We still talked about that forever. Like, why didn't we just take the cheese fries and eat them? I don't know. It was like
for the next fight, if it happens.
And we shared the weight room with the cheerleaders. I still remember like seeing her later, thinking like, oh my God, this is so awkward and embarrassing. Like,
well, but you know what it comes back to? You were tired. You said you're not good when you're tired.
That's what it was.
You were tired. You're not the same person when you're tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Last two questions. What have you learned the most about yourself during this time in quarantine?
I have a wine problem. Yeah. I already knew that, but it really comes to light when I had less to do.
Yeah.
But
Feel that.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Nick, yep. Okay, and then lastly, what is going to be the first thing that you can finally do when all of this is said and done?
Okay, I really want to go to like Six Flags.
Ooh, what's your like go-to ride at Six Flags?
I don't like the drop stuff. Anything with that. It's got to be like fast. But the drop stuff, I like water rides.
Ooh.
That's kind of like lame.
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a funny question. So this is T. Shinnick, who's my cousin, said, is your wine problem not having enough wine? Because that's mine.
Fortunately, I don't know if my taste buds are genetic, but my mom orders it by like boxes. So weird. And
you guys are stocked. You're stocked.
Loaded.
I love it. All right, lady, if you will please raise your glass with me. Everyone who's watching, raise your glass. We always end on a toast. And I actually got this toast from you. You said it was your personal motto. And it's always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of anyone else. Be you and only you, because no one else can be you. Cheers.
The best version.
Mm-hmm. And guys, that's Judy Garland. All right, lady, thank you so much for coming on in. We will talk very soon. Enjoy all of the wine. And I feel like we're eventually gonna like get together soon, just because the world is so stinking small that it's like I feel like it's just meant to be. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Shout out Mackenzie.
Shout out Mackenzie. All right, Carly, thank you so much. You take care.
Thank you for having me. You too. Stay safe.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Carley Hoover. She is just signing out. Remove. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Oh, that was so fantastic. She was so great. Okay, anyways, guys, thank you again for tuning on in and watching another episode of Bar Talk. I hope everyone has had a lovely evening. I'm waiting to confirm tomorrow's guest, so just waiting to hear back. But again, like I said, when I know, you know. That's kind of how it goes. So everyone stay safe, wash your hands, drink responsibly, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.